Native ads, programmatic ads, Stackadapt. I'm sure you've heard all of these terms thrown about and you're kind of wondering to yourself, I'm not quite sure what they are. So in today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about each of these and why they mean something to you. So let's go back to the beginning of online advertising, right? It was kind of simple. You had Google search and you had Google display ads, right? Yeah, very simple concept. Display ads are frequently ignored nowadays, though, right? A whole generation of people have come along that have learned to ignore these display ads, typical display ads. Native ads were actually born to help cut through the clutter and deal with people that were experiencing this ad fatigue, if you will. And it's a new an exciting ad format that combines display advertising with custom content. In fact, ads look like content. Ads appear as articles in places where you're going to be reading articles. So they kind of go together hand in hand. So these ads that look like articles can appear and actually be served to people that read your long form content, and you can use them to promote your ads. So it's really a really cool platform. Now let's talk a little bit about programmatic. Okay, native ads are actually a ad format for programmatic ads. You hear programmatic ads being used as far as the terminology. Well, typically, the way that we define programmatic advertising is these are digital ads that are bought and sold using software and automation. So if you think about programmatic ads and programmatic advertising, basically all it is using a self-service or a semi-automated self-service to help with the buying and placement of different ads and ad types. So it's almost like an automated type of platform. So this really comes in handy when you're trying to plan an ad concept or an ad campaign and reach the right people. How is it different than display ads? Well, a typical display ad network, advertisers go out and they buy ads through media publishers, and they have an inventory that they're able to work with. So a lot of times they'll approach a certain websites and see what type of ad formats that they have available, and then they'll bid on things like keywords, and they'll bid on different styles of ads as far as sizes and formats. But programmatic takes it a step further. Programmatic actually uses automation to target individuals, not platforms or media placements. You target individuals wherever they're at on the web. So it's a much more effective process than typical display ads. So a couple things to keep in mind, and I got this image right here to help us through this, is okay, get the concept of programmatic ads, but really break it down even further. Well, this is typically what a programmatic ad buying process looks like. You have a buyer side and you have a seller side, and you as the advertiser are on the buyer side. Now typically when you start thinking about a programmatic ad campaign, you're dealing with a DSP. In other words, and DSP is an acronym for a demand side platform. These are platforms that represent buyers and advertisers, right? These DSPs decide which impressions to buy at which point, and it's a fully automated process. Now that data management platform area that's below it, this is a collection of data, audience data, that these DSPs have access to. And why is this important? Because remember, I told you using programmatic ads, you can target people and not networks and not websites, right? So this data management platform has access to a whole bunch of audience data. So everything from geography to interests to behaviors, you have access to that. Your DSP, your ad platform, has access to help you build the most precise persona that represents the segment that you're going after. After you've built that ideal segment or that persona that really, this is the person that I want to target, these are the people I want to get in front of, the DSP then works with the ad exchange. Now, the ad exchange is exactly how it sounds. This is the available inventory that DSP can have access to. On the seller side, representing that ad exchange is the SSP, or the supply side platform. Now, media publishers represent the supply side and can use an SSP to facilitate the selling of ad space to DSPs, right? So this is the platform that media providers, media publishers use to maximize their revenue by efficiently managing their available ad space that they have available to you to sell. So from there, those individual publishers use as SSP to help place sale of their ad, and then the consumer on the far right then is shown those ads. So from the advertiser, from the buyer side, using that DSP who participates in that ad exchange, to the seller side where that SSP manages the sale of the ad space, and that publisher makes that ad unit available, and then that consumer is on the website, you can see how this all comes together in a cohesive process. So that's a little bit about programmatic advertising and programmatic ads. Now that you know a little bit about, native advertising is a format or an ad type of programmatic ads, now you need to know exactly, what is this Stackadapt term that you keep throwing about? Stackadapt is actually a DSP. Remember, we talked about it. It's the demand-side platform. Stackadapt is a DSP that's a semi-self-service platform. Well, Kuno uses Stackadapt because of the fact that they're semi-self-service, right? You have all the power of creating a campaign and outlining a campaign, but then you also have the additional benefits of using their employees, of using their data to help you run a successful programmatic ad campaign. Additionally, Stackadapt works with a large number of ad exchanges, so you have access to a lot of the top websites, a lot of top areas on the web that your segment or your personas are hanging out with, right? Additionally, too, native ads are just one of the formats that Stackadapt has available to you as an advertiser. They also have audio ads, they have video ads, they have connected television like Hulu and all the big ones that you see ads on. They have access to fast networks like the Samsung TV channel, right? So Stackadapt has all these different ad formats, all these different ad programmatic ads that are available for you to buy, right? The big tool that Stackadapt gives you too is really powerful AI. Now, their AI platform allows you to do some really cool analytics on the data that is coming in and make actionable changes based off of that data. So it's not just you kind of feeling things out and hoping for the best. They actually have tools for advertisers such as ourselves to make really great actionable changes to get the most out of our ads. In addition, they have some really cool new tools coming out, like contextual and personalized ads to make the ads stand out a little bit better, and some more analytical AI tools to allow you to create reports and to automate the changes of your ads based off of that data. So a lot of cool new features coming out in Stackadapt. So just to kind of sum that all up, native advertising is a type of ad format that's out there that programmatic ads have available to them. Programmatic ads, again, are digital ads that are bought and sold using software and automation. And Stackadapt is one of those DSPs or programmatic ad providers. Love to hear more about any questions you have. Love to see any comments, any questions below this video. We'd be happy to answer any more. And I hope that you guys enjoy this video and get out there and start running some programmatic ad campaigns, because really it's the future of ad placements and display advertising as we see it.